We arrived just before New Year's Eve and celebrated with fireworks by the harbor. There was something special about starting the year in a new place on the other side of the world. On January 1st, we woke up at the Park Hyatt, such a beautiful hotel, and the breakfast was perfect. Exactly the kind of breakfast I dream about when I travel: eggs, yogurt, fresh berries, all the protein I need in the morning. The weather during January is super windy. I kept hiding my ears because I'm definitely not built for such strong wind. But the city felt calm. We started our trip in Auckland, the biggest city in the country. It's surrounded by water, volcanoes, and parks. The nature is everywhere. We walked through quiet streets, green parks, and the first impression was magical, the kind of nature I have never seen before. Auckland actually sits on a volcanic field with over 50 dormant volcanoes, which explains all the hills and craters around the city. Some of the parks we walked through were once active volcanic sites. This trip was one of the best decisions we have ever made. New Zealand felt like stepping into another world. Raw, magical, and so full of life, this is a journey that completely stole my heart. A lot of people say you should skip Auckland and head straight to the South Island. And maybe I get it, but I'm glad we spent some time here. After a couple of days, we took a ferry to Waiheke Island, and this was the moment when New Zealand actually started to look unreal. Waiheke is home to more than 9,000 people, many of them artists, winemakers, and people who move here for a peaceful lifestyle. There are over 30 boutique vineyards, and it's known as one of the best wine destinations in the world. It's also one of the sunniest places in the country, so no wonder the grapes grow so well here. Everything about the island felt so slow, warm, and very open. Our next stop was Shakespear Regional Park, one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. It's a huge green space about 50 minutes north of Auckland. What makes it special is that it's an open sanctuary, a protected area with no predators, so native birds can live freely. That includes some of the rare species and of course kiwis, but we haven't seen them since they are mostly active at night. You'll also see signs asking you to check your car for animals before entering because they are serious about protecting the wildlife here. And the views, just endless fields, blue water in the distance, and sheep. So many sheep. New Zealand actually has more sheep than human, around 95 million sheep versus 5 million people. And this was the first time on our trip we really saw them up close. They kind of just stare at you and chew grass. It's cute and weirdly calming. After our time in the city, we drove west, straight to Piha Beach, one of the most iconic surf beaches in New Zealand. You can actually hear the ocean before you even see it. The waves here are huge, wild and powerful, crashing constantly against the black sand. I was standing there in my jacket, feeling cold, and still people are swimming like it was summer. There is something raw and untamed about Piha. It's not like the kind of beach you lie in the sand and relax. It makes you feel small in the best way. Next, we did a short trail nearby, a Mercer Bay Loop walk. It's about 40 minutes walk there and 40 minutes back. The views of the ocean absolutely worth going. It honestly takes your breath away. You could stand there for hours and just listen to the waves below. This part of coastline is some of the most ancient in New Zealand, carved by volcanic activity over millions of years. After this small hike, we stopped at the Karekare Falls. It's a short walk through the forest. The waterfall was pretty calm, not the most dramatic one we have seen, but the whole area had this quiet beauty to it. And just nearby, we found Karekare Beach, covered in soft black sand. It was almost empty, there wasn't much sound, just wind and waves in the distance. The black sand here comes from iron-rich volcanic rock. It sparkles in the sun if you look closely. This beach was also a filming location for The Piano, a very famous film that won 3 Oscars. And a must stop for us was visiting Hobbiton, and it felt like stepping into a dream. It's hard to believe it's a real place, tucked away in the green hills of Mata Mata on a sheep farm that still works to this day. He was searching for a perfect location for a shire, a peaceful land full of rolling hills and untouched nature.
First non-flashback scene of the very first film. Bilbo, he wakes up and he decides, you know what, I'm going on this adventure with these crazy dwarves after all. Yeah, the gate Gandalf try to get up there. And we go, fireworks, Gandalf, fireworks, fireworks! And the reason for that is that when they were filming those despite that, we still have two. That's about as far as they can fly. A lot of the birds in New Zealand don't fly very well because they've never had predators here.
It's actually one of the places that make you feel like a child again. Everything is soft and quiet and very peaceful. After our North Island adventure, we flew to the South Island and to Queenstown. The moment I saw Queenstown from above, I fell in love. It felt like a scene straight out of Harry Potter, like at any moment a ship would appear across the lake or a carriage drawn by thestrals would descend from the misty mountains. It was almost too magical to be real.
attraction. I don't know how that works. Hey, welcome to the show.
One afternoon we visited Arrowtown. It's a small town just 20 minutes from Queenstown. And this felt like Gilmore Girls. Cozy, quiet, with little cafes, trees rustling in the wind, and perfectly preserved heritage buildings. Only about 3,000 people live here, many of them artists, winemakers, or people working in tourism. The town originally grew during the gold rush in 1860s, and you can still feel that old world charm in every corner. And then it was time for one of the most surreal experiences of our trip, our helicopter ride. We visited 4 different locations, flying over glaciers, valleys, and waterfalls. Our last stop just took my breath away.
So much more snow.
We stayed here for about an hour, just us and our hiking guides who we invited to come along. We had a little picnic on the grass and we just sat there in awe of how small we are compared to this landscape. It was one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. So that's where I want to end this video. The real adventure, our Milford hike, is just beginning and I will tell you about it all in my next video.